WWE Raw was amazingly good, I would say, for the part. Rhea Ripley kicked it off, and guess not really, well, the match not confirmed, but like challenged Liv Morgan to a match at SummerSlam. Just like said she wants a match with Liv Morgan at SummerSlam. You know, Dominic came out, they all booed him, and then Rhea just didn't even hear any word that he said, which was an amazing plot to all of this. But like, yeah, so then Rhea Ripley challenged Liv Morgan on the Titantron. Well, not really challenged, but wants a match for her women's World Heavyweight Championship to Liv Morgan at SummerSlam. So it's gonna be Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan at SummerSlam, and yeah, but it's not really confirmed yet. The only two matches confirmed are Nia Jax versus Bayley, and then Gunther versus Damian Priest. And that's for the Gunther Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship, and then Bayley and Nia Jax for the Women's Championship. So yeah. Then Dominic basically tries to explain himself, but Rhea's talking to Damian about like what's been going on in the Judgment Day and like the past weeks. Like Damian Priest said, well, I don't know if Rhea did she really ask the question like to buy it off? I don't know, but like she basically just is like, what did she say? She's like, damn. Well, first, oh yeah, she like said about Damian Priest's opponents at at SummerSlam, Gunther and then Braun Strowman, and Damian's like, yeah, I'll deal with Gunther at SummerSlam, I'll beat him, and then I'll deal with Strowman, which I should have dealt with a long time ago. And then Rhea's like, why is Carlito in her like warehouse? Because Rhea opened the door of the warehouse and like threw roses at Dominic. But yeah, but that was before that. And then Damian's like, oh, let me explain why Carlito's in her warehouse. And then like literally Dominic goes in front of her and is like, listen, let me explain myself. Let me make it up to you. And then Rhea's like, you're not gonna make it up to me for what you've done in the past 3 months, hanging out with your little girlfriend. And then Rhea Ripley leaves, and then we have Sheamus versus Bronson Reed. This match honestly was a great match. Needed the face to Bronson Reed to pick up the victory and like that style and stuff. I mean, Bronson Reed like did fight back, but like Sheamus just did like a knee to the face to beat him, and then Pete Dunne came in, drop kicked Bronson Reed, and then Sheamus gonna shake his hand, but he got out of the ring, and then he got back in the ring and punched Sheamus in the back of the neck, and I'm like, oh my gosh. He remembers what happened with the Brawling Brutes, so, I mean, if that's what Pete Dunne wants to do, he can do that. And I'm sure Rich Holland is going to get involved in this somehow, maybe. When he comes back, of course. And then Gunther put a whole rundown, basically, on his career in NXT UK, and he's like, I dominated NXT, and now I switched brands, and I went to SmackDown, and I claimed the Intercontinental Champion, and no one could beat me, except for my downfall at WrestleMania 40. And then, he's like, I looked for a new prize, the King of the Ring tournament. And I beat and destroyed everybody. And yeah. And then he said he won King of the Ring. So, which he did. So and then he got a shot with Damian Priest at SummerSlam, so for the World Heavyweight Championship. Then Ronda Sonya Deville versus Zelina Vega. Now, man, and then Shayna Baszler and of course Zoe Stark were in the corner, Sonya Deville's corner. But this match got made backstage and stuff, and because Zelina had decided she had a big head, and then she literally just whooped her ass. I mean, literally. Sonya Deville literally put her on her shoulders, but then Zelina got her arm kicked by Shayna, in the back of the arm, on the apron. That was kind of vicious. And to end the match, she did a devil's ass kick. That's her finishing move, where she does this, and she punches you, and then she goes down. So, yeah, so then Sonya Deville did 1, 2, 3. Sonya Deville wins, and yeah, that's basically it. Then we move on to where the show gets really, starts getting great. Damian Priest and Gunther, they explode in this face-off between each other. And Damian Priest is I fought for this. I fought in the streets for this. And then Damian Priest is you didn't fight in the streets for this. Or no, not Damian Priest. I mean, Gunther's while you were fighting in the streets, I got calls from WWE for me begging them to come to the WWE. And then, Damian Priest is you shouldn't get your nose in my business. And then they got face to face, and then Braun Strowman's music hits, which then leads us to the match. Damian Priest versus Braun Strowman, a non-World Heavyweight Championship match. No, I thought this was a World Heavyweight Championship match originally, but I guess not. Damian Priest, basically, did some 3 kicks to Braun Strowman, which was unbelievable. Then basically just ends the match. Braun Strowman was going to do a choke slam, and then Damian Priest, attacked the leg because he got him over the timekeeper's area in the beginning of the match. But while he was doing the thing. But yeah, then Priest did the South of Heaven choke slam to Braun Strowman to pick up the victory. I'm surprised he could even capitalize that, to be honest. But yeah, then he pinned him 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest wins, and then we move on to Chad Gable, and he's maybe we can get back to doing things again, and in the Alpha Academy, and we could defeat the Wyatt Six together like the old times. And yeah, they're gonna help Xavier Woods instead, and then that got Chad Gable really mad. Just mad, and then he's fine, because Chad Gable's you're gonna help him over me? You're gonna help Xavier over me? Are you serious? And then Otis is yeah. And then Gable's fine, and then he leaves, and then Xavier just talks, and then I don't know what he said, but yeah. And then we got this tag team match, basically just a filler match in this show. We had Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark versus Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. Now, this match beautifully was a random classic. I don't know why it was such that for a tag team match. It's just a match. I'm this match shouldn't even be good right now. It's dude. But delivered. Katana Chance, there was a moment where Kaden Carter lifted up Katana Chance, she flipped her on Shayna Baszler, and then there was this one move where Katana Chance did a flipping double knees to the gut of Shayna. I think it was Shayna Baszler or Zoe Stark, one of them. I think it was Shayna Baszler though. And then Sonya got involved, but then Lyra Valkyria pulled her out because later in the show, later in the show, I think they come saving him, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking of something. But yeah, pull her down, boom. Oh yeah, and later in the show, Ton of Chance, Kaden Carter, and Lyra Valkyria save Zelina Vega. I forgot to say that because who is attacking them? I forgot to say. Oh yeah, Sonya, Shayna, and Zoe were attacking them. Forgot to say that, but yeah. Anyways, and then the end of the match, Zoe started as a springboard leg drop kick to Katana Chance, and then Shayna Baszler was holding on her, and then they do the pop-up knee to the face double team move on Katana Chance to pick up the victory. Zoe Stark does the pin, 1, 2, 3, and your winners are Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. And then, Sheamus is like, I don't know why Pete Dunne attacked me and just all that stuff. I don't know why he has the beef or anything, but yeah, that's what he said it again. He's like, I don't know why they have the beef, but yeah. Anyways, then Eric Rowan, so he's like, man, I lost a brother, and then I think problems didn't get any worse. I lost another brother, and he started crying, and then he had the mask, and it had extra little clip snippets of Eric Rowan wearing the mask that he used to have, or maybe it was just a past memory or whatever of that. And he was like, man, this mask is gonna make me beat Hart or something like that. And he's like, because I need help and stuff. And then he's like, this mask is gonna make me beat Hart and something. Before that, he said I need help. But then he's like, this mask needs to help me beat Hart. Anyways, so yeah, and then we had Drew McIntyre losing his little temper. I mean, this guy got furious. F-I-R-O-E. I don't even know how to spell furious, but it's crazy how he's like, all these refs are screwing me, CM Punk to cheering his name when he comes out, and I win the Money in the Bank, and then I fail my cash. And he was like, and then he pushed all the rest, and he was arguing to Adam Pearce, but then Seth came in for the save, punched him, but then he didn't do the curb stomp because Drew McIntyre rolled out of the ring, and then he walked off infuriating, actual infuriating. But he stomped off he was angry, mad. We all have our times we're mad, but yeah, he was infuriating actually. This is the maddest I've ever seen Drew McIntyre ever. Ever. I can't explain that, but Then Dirty Dominic Mysterio faced Jey Uso because that match also got made backstage. Because Jey Uso said something about mommy, and then Dominic's like, I'm gonna show why mommy belongs to me, and then he talked about it with Rhea, and then talked about it with Rhea, and he's like, I'm gonna show you why you belong to me, and then basically Rhea walks off because then Dominic's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Maybe he misquoted something. I don't know. But then he fought Jey Uso. And then Rhea's like, you're fighting Jey Uso? And then, because he went Dominic with Adam Pearce and made the match, but, And then Don was like, yeah, I can cancel it if you want. And then Rhea's like, yeah, you're going to be a coward. And then Don was like, no, actually, not. But yeah. Then, the match was, really good. Super kick to the gut, punches, super kick to the gut, uppercut with the shirt down Dominic, and then basically this entire match, Liv Morgan pulls out Dominic, and then Jey Uso drop kicks Dominic right on top of Liv, but then Liv reverses it, and it's out on top. Liv's on top of Dominic, and they were gonna kiss, but then right as they were gonna kiss, Rhea Ripley's music hits. She stomps out. Liv Morgan's running for her life. I'm like, yeah, I would be scared. You should be scared. But yeah, then Rhea's like, get back in the ring, Dominic. And Dominic loses, gets speared, gets Uso splashed by Jay. 1, 2, 3. Your winner is Mr. Yeet Jey Uso. And then, backstage again, Rhea Ripley. Dominic, literally was saying, please, he's like, you don't belong to me, because Damian was talking to Dominic, and he's like, and you lost to mommy, that's kind of embarrassing. And then Rhea talked with the champion. Well, before that, Rhea talked with the World Tag Team Champions Finn Balor and JD McDonough. And they're like, I'll give you one thing right. Liv made us win the World Tag Team titles and bring them back to the Judgment Day. And then Rhea's like, yeah, you're right. They did bring the tag titles back to the Judgment Day where they belong. But I'm going to get back my World Women's Championship where that belongs. I think that's what she said. And then Damian was talking to Dominic, and he's like, it's embarrassing, Dominic, that you lost to Rhea. And then Rhea's like, Dominic's like, I'm sorry, I messed up or something. And then he's like, I tried to show her that I belong to you, and I guess I don't. Or something. He's like, I'm trying to show that I belong to you. And Rhea's like, no, you don't belong to me. I belong to you. And gives him a black rose. And gives Dominic a black rose, and then Rhea walked off and went bye-bye. And then And then we had our main event match, Sami Zayn versus Ilya Dragunov for the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn got twisting clotheslined by Ilya Dragunov, and he tried to do it again, but then he caught him, and then he did the blue thunder bomb, which was cool. And Ilya Dragunov kicked out of it. Then Sami Zayn did this hellacious clothesline while he was trying to do the spinning clothesline again. But then, Ilya Dragunov tried to do the H-bomb, and then Sami Zayn got his boot up, and it hit the jaw of Ilya Dragunov, and he pinned him with his arm over him, and he still kicked out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how did he kick out of that? And then, obviously knew this match was never going to end, because then Ilya Dragunov has an H-bomb off the apron on the outside to Sami Zayn. Gets him back in the ring. Sami Zayn does an exploder suplex, tries to do a haluva kick, and then Braun Breaker comes out because they're on the outside now. And then Braun Breaker does a spear to Ilya Dragunov. Sami Zayn gets out of the way, and Sami Zayn just punching Braun Breaker on the announce desk, and then Braun Breaker, gets him in the ring because Braun Breaker's not punching him, and then he gets the speed up, and then he spears Sami Zayn out of his boots, and then he's like, and people are like, oh, so yeah. Then, Jey Uso was like, hey, mommy, call me and go to the Waffle House or something. And he said that. Yeah. And he's like, you can grab my shoulder if you want to. He's like, call me. He's like, yeah, if you want to go to Waffle House, you can, And if you never went to that Waffle House, I catch you on social media and stuff like that, and Instagram and stuff. So, you know where I'm at. And then Jey Uso was like, yeah, you got the white waffles, the White Castle or something. He said you get the white waffles. Yeet. And he leaves, and then Ilya Dragunov, is like, it's basically, I don't even know what he said, but he's like, this is literally the part of the show where my mind just went, but yeah, Ilya Dragunov's like, I can play the game, but, Braun Breaker, I have some bones to pick with him, and I'm gonna have some bones to break with him. And, Braun Breaker writ his soul all over this ring. So did I tonight. I still didn't get an Intercontinental Championship. And he's like, yeah, alright. Yeah, and then, Gable and, the Creed brothers attacked Bo Dallas because Gable was telling everyone backstage that Uncle Howdy was Bo Dallas. And I guess it was, because then Bo Dallas is laughing, and then all the Wyatt Six come out with the blue light. And the Creed brothers just get out of the ring. The only one in there is basically Chad Gable. But then they get out of the ring. All get out of the ring. And then Bo Dallas is like, ha ha ha, with the lantern. And he's like, ha 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 ha. With all the Wyatt Six, Nikki Cross, Dexter Lumis, the other guy, and Eric Rowan. I guess we're all in that except for Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas is like, ha ha ha. Like laughing like that. But yeah, that's basically your guys' Monday Night Raw. It was amazing. Hopefully you guys liked it as much as I do. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so you don't forget when a video comes out or when a short comes out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeet.